Hi, Anna. I'm Pamela Waldrop. I'm president of Fotofoto Gallery, our photographic cooperative. And I am so pleased that your image, Snowberries, was accepted into our 16th National Photography Competition exhibition. It's really a beautiful exhibition and very diverse. So we're looking forward to hearing you tell us a little bit about the image.
Thank you so much, Pamela. It's an honor to be here. I haven't actually spoken about this piece because it is so different from my body of work. Photography has been something that's always been attached to my creative practice, but my medium of choice, tends to be digital illustration and digital collage. Still in the digital realm, but definitely I've been speaking with a different voice through photography versus the other kind of work that has more to do with like ancestry and heritage and like intergenerational stuff. My photography just goes full nature. And I guess maybe when I'm outside, it's what's portable. It's what I can have on me. And it's instantaneous. So it's something that like, you can have those victories of seeing the end result almost instantly. So it's been something that I've always loved to do, but lately I've been really investing in it. So this particular photo, Snowberries, was taken in Cambridge, Massachusetts. And I was living there for 7 years. And for 3 of those years, I was living on the Harvard College campus. So my husband is an alum, and they invite the alumni to come in and be sort of like RAs, like resident advisors, but we were also academic advisors, and I had arts and music students that I was advising, and we lived inside the campus, so everything was very much right outside your window, literally. And I have a lot of photos of the snow and the landscape from when I was living in the Boston, Cambridge area, because it is actually the strangest thing for me, because I grew up in Miami, Florida, and my family is from Cuba, and at least one of those lines is Cuban for 10 generations. I know that for a fact. So definitely I've not been built or evolved for the cold. And when I lived there for a brief time, 7 winters that I braved and survived, those have yielded a multitude of beautiful photographs of high contrast imagery. For example, the bright snow with the bright red berries. And fun fact, apparently local birds like to eat those berries after they've fermented a little bit, and then you have drunk birds.
That's absolutely fascinating. Actually, one of the things I was going to ask you about, you just touched upon, and now, having heard how long you lived in the area in the Northeast, and how many images you've taken, what there was about this particular image that caused you to select it to submit to our competition.
It's always been one of my favorites. It's a personal favorite. And perhaps it's not the most technically advanced, and perhaps someone who has more experience would say otherwise, but it's always been one that I have a lot of faith in. And usually I send out pieces that have been recognized or have won something or had some sort of mention. And this one hadn't up until now. And I was sort of, rallying behind it, testing it sort of because it was so close to me. It's a beautiful portrait of the snow, and I don't think I had a very beautiful time in the snow. So it is close to my heart.
I love the serenity in the piece, but I find it, I'm looking at the piece right now. I find it to be both serene, but the powerful contrast is very bold at the same time. It's a beautiful quality. I wondered if you could tell us a little bit too about your photography background. You mentioned that you also are a digital artist. And so kind of like what happened before this period of the Snowberries image, and then maybe like where you think you might be going from here.
I hadn't thought about the where I'm going part. Let me think about that. So I started doing art since I was a child, but I studied art in college. I have a BA in fine arts and visual arts studies and a minor in art history from the University of Florida. So I had gone somewhat north and had somewhat cold weather, but still Florida. And there I took a multitude of classes. I did not pick a particular track, a particular medium. I chose to do the visual art studies track because that way I could take more languages and I could take more types of art instead of having to take like 10 of one medium. So I was able to take 2 photography classes, and that was like photo develop, go into the dark room, and then you've ruined a whole roll. And, you know, that was a different experience. I couldn't even say that they're the same medium because the creative process is so different between the analog photography that I studied, you know, in a formal context versus the digital photography that has become so accessible, especially with smartphones. So it's something that I was able to hone in on and then say, all right, this is it. So
it's especially nice to know, to have some insight from the artist, not only for me as you know, personally looking at your work, but if I'm at the gallery and somebody else comes in to see the show, I love it that I have the opportunity now to give that person more background. So thank you very, very much for sharing with us.
Oh, it's my pleasure. I do hope you tell them about the drunk birds.
Yeah, without a doubt. Okay, so thank you again. Please take a look at our YouTube page, take a look at our website, at our Facebook page, Instagram. The national show is up on all those places, and we hope to hear from you again. So enjoy the rest of the day.
Oh, you as well, Pamela. Thank you so much.